Hi. I would like to share some dreams with you guys that I've been having. Since 2015, I started having dreams of end of world type dreams and things that I felt that were coming. And I want to share, there's three of them specifically that I've had here lately that I really feel that I'm being led to share with you. And two of them, have already passed, but I still feel led to share them. And I haven't shared them until now just because I'm going to be honest, I didn't even understand them when I had them. I didn't understand them. I didn't realize it's something that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to share and tell people. And I didn't know this. I didn't really understand the dreams myself. And I did share them with my family, but I didn't know what to do with them. And so, but I had another dream a few nights ago. And so I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the one I had last year back in October. I'm going to share that one first. And then I had another one in April of this year. And then I had, like I said, another one just a few nights ago. And these are the three that I'm going to share with you. I might talk later on about the ones I've had since 2015, which are more invasion type dreams. And I'll share those later on. But for right now, I only feel led to share with you guys the past three that I've had. And the first one on this video, what I'm going to share with you guys is the dream that I had on October 12th, 2019. Okay, so I am back home at my where I grew up, and I'm standing in this big field, and in the distance there is a neighborhood, and it's real close to where my parents live. And I can see everyone outside. I can see people in their backyards. They're just laughing, talking, having a good time. I can see people riding their bikes, children riding their bikes. Just everybody's out and about, just, enjoying each other, having a great time, and just really just kind of hanging out. And then over to the right side, I ended up looking over, and there's this is kind of, I don't know, maybe it's not in the same neighborhood, but it was off a little bit. And it was a huge group of people, and it was just a bunch of I don't know, teenagers and stuff. I'm not really sure, but they were all dressed in red, white, and blue. And it looked like some sort of 4th of July celebration. And one of them shot something up in the air, which was probably like a firework, but it didn't go off. They just shot something up in the air. And so I look up into the sky, and over my right shoulder, I see an airplane. It was like a jet flying over my shoulder. And as it flies over my shoulder, it kind of stops midway up in the sky, and it drops this huge, big, off-white kind of cream color ball. And it just hovered just in the sky. It was just hovering in the sky and just sitting there, just floating. And then after it drops the ball, the plane starts to come back the same way it came. It starts to go back. And as it's coming back across towards, over my shoulder, it turns into a vintage jet. And it was a vintage war jet, and it had a Nazi cross symbol on the jet, on the side of the jet, and on the side of the plane. It was an old vintage plane, and it had a Nazi cross on it. And so then I looked back down at everyone and nobody noticed. Nobody saw it. No, I mean, everybody was still going on about their business and just enjoying life. And then all of a sudden I look back up at the ball, and this ball has all these other little balls in it. And all of a sudden, all these little balls started coming out of that big ball, and they started flying everywhere. And one flies over my head and off over to my left. The one that flew over my head, it burst. And the only way I can describe what it looked like when it burst was like a force of energy, or like an energy filled, like there was like some sort of veil of energy. And I look, and no one saw it. No one noticed. I was the only one that could see it. And the first immediate thought in my head was, oh my gosh, I have to warn my daughter. And so I hit the ground running so hard, and I started running towards my parents' house to go warn my daughter. And there's a football field by my parents' house. And as I was going past this field, there was a huge group. There was a big group of people. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was like 50 to 100 people. I'm not really sure. But I knew that these people, they were people of influence. They were in influential positions. They were people of power. And they were all in the field, and they were standing up, and they were raising all these different flags. And I knew all the flags were from around the world. And they were cheering and clapping and yelling and raising the flags. And they were so happy. And in my spirit, I knew that they were cheering because they had caught everyone off guard, and they had deceived everyone. And that's what my spirit told me, that they had caught everyone off guard and they had deceived everyone. And there was a big banner as I was running. There was a big banner right in front of them that said worldhealth.org. And immediately I woke up, and I don't know if I got to my daughter or not. I wasn't sure. But that was the first dream. And I had that back on October 12th of 2019. I'm going to show you guys, I wanted to kind of put some, whatever I could find, like proof of what I have. So that way there's at least some proof that I did have this dream back in October of last year. So the first picture I'm going to put up it was a picture I took on October 21st of 2019. And I was in Santa Monica staying in a hotel. And this was a little over a week after I had the dream. And I was in this hotel room, and I saw a lampshade that reminded me of the ball that was in my dream. And it didn't look exactly like the ball, but it totally reminded me of the dream. So it was a way of I think God showing me, hey, pay attention. So that was the first picture that I took, and I've got the date up top where you can see that I took a picture of it just because it reminded me of the ball in the dream. And then a lot of things started happening, and then January 28th of 2020, I was, up really late one night, and I ran across a picture that looked almost identical to the ball in my dream. And I am showing that picture, and it has the date up top of when I took the screenshot. And I noticed the words attached to the photo, and the words attached in there, World Health Organization, really caught my eye. So the ball, the banner, World Health Organization, it really caught my eye. And then January 31st of 2020, I decided, and back then, right back in October, even January, I still had no clue. I'd never heard of the World Health Organization. I didn't know who they were. I'm going to be honest. I had no clue. And so I thought, I want to look up who the World Health Organization is. So I looked them up, and immediately I was drawn to their logo. And if you look at their logo, if you look in the center, well, it's the world, and then you see the center, there's the staff of life and the serpent wrapped around the staff, which represents the Garden of Eden when Satan had deceived Adam and Eve. And anyways, those are some things I took along the way, and I've had so many more things happen in between then and now, and so many things I'm learning and that God is showing me. But I wanted to go ahead and share that dream first, and I'm going to put up a second video showing the second dream I had. And I don't know that I really have proof on that one. I'm going to see if I can find something of some pictures I may have taken. I don't know. If I can't find them, I'm sorry, but I'm going to post it anyway. And so anyways, that is the first dream I'm going to leave you guys with. Like I said, I didn't know what to do with these at the time. I still am so unsure about everything. I'm just praying every day and staying close to God. And I'm going to go ahead and share my dreams. And I can't wait to get the third one out to you guys, because I have no clue what it even means. So I wish you all well. And I'm going to, I hope you guys watch my second and third video. And all right, praise God.